And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Watch the twist! Hey, alert, alert! Check, alert, alert, alert! Check,
out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is caught by Evans. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's return there, 39 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go Bandit! 58,
working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Let's make these babies try all the way back to the field. Hey, alert, alert. Hey, orbit. Hey, watch out. Check right 54, right 50.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Middle. Hey, exit. Sit. Check nickel.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
72. 58 to Mike, 58. Hey, seam 6. Pulls together. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 58. Hey, Alabama. Mike, 58, right there. Rip.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50. 58 to Mike. Let's go. Sugar. 58 is a much. Smooth. Regular.
From midfield, here's Brady. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I got. What? Alert. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the out.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 31, Brady, blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game, 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Alert! 58 Mike, 58. Hey, go 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Freeman, 82 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
22 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mike's 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Sugar.
On 1st down, Brady. He's got his man. This is Tate. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, Charlie. Mike's 5-4.
Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Check it. Bravo. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I got him. 58, boys. 58 to Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Alert! Right over there. Yeah. Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That throw by Brady incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd and 9. Rosen under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's a give to the right. Ingram, big hold of the 30. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Go 50. Come on, boy. Hey, Zoo. Don't be scared of it.
Now Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing now is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Shadow! Right there, 54. Hey, echo! 54 Mike. You run. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch. Easy. Check it, reload!
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. Alert! 58 to Mike. Coming. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Check. 72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Hey, Mike 7.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He completes it to Evans. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Wait, that. Mike, coming to you, coming to you. Hey,
again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Back. Topper.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hey, how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running. Ingram. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, it's all 66. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Here we go. Check your hot read. Hey, Foxtrot, alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's going to loft one. Deep left. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 26, check 26. Quarter. Check 25.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54. Hey, Haywood. 54.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Hey, 66.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check it.
From the gun, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, Bolt 66. Check 24, check 24. Hey, wahoo! Regular. Shadow.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ingram again. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Mike 54. Check it, reload. Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, one set. Hey, Alpha. Mike 54. Oh, yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, Delta. 54. Block 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Rosen. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check nine, check nine. Five. 34.
Now it's Rosen. And he completes it to Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's checking his hugs. Monday. Monday. Hey, turn it up. SOS. Alert. Hey, exit.
Again, it's Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Hey, Steve 6. He's coming. Check in. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brady now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Brady to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now it's Rosen. He's got Evans. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Redskins, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.